Alright everyone, so I just got the new Tom Holland red and blue suit that just released by Hot Toys. You know I had to day one this because this is the final piece to the No Way Home line. And did it live up to my expectations? Let's talk about it. Yes, folks, you heard that correctly. The Tom Holland red and blue suit is already in my collection. I had to day one this straight from Hong Kong, which is where Hot Toys is located. Since all we were hearing is that this is the best Spider-Man figure ever, I wanted to get my in-hand impressions and answer that question today. But before we get into all the craziness, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and bang that bell notification so you don't miss any future videos on this figure. And I'll be honest, I had an emotional roller coaster unboxing this piece, and you're about to find out why. So, safe to say, things did not start off great. What the fuck? USPS definitely fumbled the bag because when I got this in hand, it did not come in the best shape. Unfortunately, this obviously has nothing to do with the first batch supplier, but it just is what it is at the end of the day. And I was damn worried because I was at work and my brother actually opened it and let me know that this box took some damage. Now, before everyone freaks out in the comments, apart from the damaged art box, everything else was safe and sound. And let's double check by getting into the actual accessory portion of this video. I do want to make it clear that this is not my full review. That will be coming, but right now I'm just going to talk about my first impressions and experience unboxing this figure. And as you can see, I went straight for the neck and sculpt, and you can see they're using a new plastic mold over the ball peg, which is a little interesting. Not crazy about that, to be honest, but what I am crazy about is the likeness on this sculpt and the movable eyes. Finally, a Tom Holland figure, the first one that has the rolling eyeball feature. And as you can see, I am struggling to show this on camera, but it looks brilliant. This is a beautiful sculpt, but wait, hold on. Mayday. There is, I believe, a paint defect on his left eyebrow, or when you're looking at it right here, the right eyebrow. There is, right above the center middle, a type of kind of black paint smudge. I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest, but that is a little bit of a bummer. I have seen other figures, and that is not supposed to be there. Must have just been a QC problem, but yeah, not ideal, and it honestly kind of bummed me out on my first impression, not gonna lie, but let's get both sculpts on the figure and find out what I feel about it afterwards. Now, as I was putting the sculpt on the neck piece, it was a little annoying to get it snug on because of that plastic shell over it. Kind of makes it a nuisance at some points, but I'll explain that in another video. And you can see right here, I also wanted to quickly show I did get the standard version. Yes, I can already see people killing me in the comments for not getting the snow base. I understand. Let me know in the comments if you're one of those people, but I wanted to get the standard for now. I may get the other one down the line, but here is the figure itself, and holy shit, that metallic pops so nicely. But let's get this damn thing standing in the light box and find out my thoughts. Now, literally doing nothing but putting the figure in my light box, nothing special at all. I'm falling in love. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. This figure is so damn crisp. I am telling you, the colors, the details, the proportions, everything about it.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I now completely understand the hype with this figure. It is not a joke. It is not a way to get more sales. This is an exquisite piece. Now, believe me, I gave you my honest thoughts on the Tom sculpt and the defect, but this right here is absolutely perfect. Motherfucker! Alright, so another little QC thing is that the top middle web line is a little curved. It's not the end of the world, if I'm being honest. Like, let's calm down. It's not even close to the Toby or the other figures that have been a lot worse, but it just has a little curve when it comes to the seam line, which all the other figures have. Again, not a deal breaker by any means, but it is, again, just showing that the QC when it comes to Hot Toys is not perfect. I may just have been super unlucky and most people will have perfect ones, but I just wanted it to be clear that this figure most definitely did not have a perfect batch of QC for their first run. And it doesn't stop there, because there is another barely minute thing you can notice is that the web line is also not very straight and joined around the neck seam. Now, I do know there's people commenting out there,
"You are way too nitpicky about these things. They're just toys. Just shut up and don't buy it if you don't like it."
which I guess is fair, but again, these are not cheap toys and they are $300+, so I'm going to reserve my own right to judge these things and be as critical as possible. And like I said, this isn't a symmetrical line of webs. You can see the fourth one, I believe, has, again, a tiny curve to it. But like I said, that's one that I don't really care, honestly. I really don't. The only one that's a little noticeable is that top middle seam. But again, even then, look at the figure right here. Look at it from even being close onto it. Does anybody really notice those things and are saying, oh, shit, like look at the curve there? Like, I have to point it out for people to actually notice. Toby, on the other hand, that was a different story.
Get the fuck out of the way! I can't see!
I won't lie though, I'm being completely honest. When I first saw all these things start to pile up, it did kind of sour me a little because this figure was so hyped. It is also from No Way Home, so I probably should have expected something like this would happen to me because my luck with the line is not perfect. But enough with the bad. Let's get this figure posed up and find out if the problems I have with it will quickly diminish. This seriously is one of the best sculpts I think I've ever owned in my collection. It may be the best Hot Toys head sculpt in my collection. I just feel that the paint apps, the likeness, it's like a 9 to like maybe even a 9.5, and that's kind of crazy for a Hot Toy to have that type of scale in a mass production final piece, because typically we're used to the production piece falling 5 to 10%, but looking at the prototype here, did it really maybe drop a couple percentages, 2 to 3? Like, if it did, sure, but damn, like, how could you get any better than this in a mass scale? That sentence right there has aged terribly in the past, so we will see. But like I said, again, seeing this in hand, it is a work of art. I am so damn sad to say it, but it puts the Andrew and Toby figures to shame. Not sure why they would rush two of the most iconic generational Spider-Mans, but yes, this one's way better. And while yes, that paint defect is a little frustrating, it just looks like maybe he had some battle damage or just some dirt on top of his eyebrow. It's really not that big of a deal. I can live with it. And I'll likely have to live with it because I did do day one, so I don't think you can get replacements. But regardless, all of the nitpicks I have are fading away as the poses come alive because it just brings the whole shelf together. Once I have these with my No Way Home line, it's just going to be super nostalgic. I'm pretty much known to be the No Way Home Hot Toys guy in the community, and I am so glad to take that badge because that movie means a great deal to me and to a lot of other Spider-Man fans out there. Speaking of which, hit the like button and comment below if you are watching No Way Home again in theaters this coming Monday. Spider Mondays is about to be crazy seeing the trio back in theaters for another and final time. But Riley, shut the hell up and answer the question. Is this the best Spider-Man figure to date? And I'm going to be completely honest, everyone. No, it's not the best Spider-Man figure. I think it's one of the best figures of all time. Yes, I am being real. No biases, of course. You know, it's not like I'm just on my high horse with my little day one figure. This is one of the best figures I've ever owned, and hell to the yes. This is the best 6-scale Spider-Man on the market. Guaranteed. I've owned over 20 to 30 Spider-Man Hot Toys, and I've never gotten a figure like this, and that is a fact. Even with the QC issues that I faced, if you don't have those problems, holy shit, this is like a grail upon grails. I think this is next level work from Hot Toys, and a step in the right direction for future Spider-Man figures. Except for those Spider-Man webs that are the old crappy ones. Let's stick to the new. But no, this figure did not fail me, guys. Y'all already know this. Maybe it's my bias taking over, but the QC issues were a little bit of a struggle and a little annoyance. But again, after taking time to just appreciate this thing and do some poses, I could probably confidently say this is the best No Way Home piece we've had for sure. But time will tell, and when I do my full review, which will be coming up next most likely, stay tuned for that. But be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Was I too harsh on the QC issues? Was I not harsh enough? Did I glaze this figure too much? Drop it all because I am very interested to hear all of your thoughts and will respond to every single comment. But thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.